Discover Greenland's surprising history of warfare. Greenland is often viewed as a remote, icy land, but its fascinating history reveals a different story. For over 1,500 years, this vast island has been home to a tradition of long-distance warfare. Ancient Norse settlers, who arrived during the Viking Age, engaged in battles that spanned across the North Atlantic, showcasing their naval prowess and strategic skills. These conflicts not only influenced local dynamics, but also had significant impacts on trade and cultural exchanges among various populations in the region. Additionally, archaeological findings provide insights into how the harsh Arctic environment shaped tactics and weaponry. Greenland's role in global conflicts may not be widely known, but it plays a critical part in understanding the complexities of historical warfare. What else might we uncover about this icy powerhouse of history? This might surprise you. Romans drank poisoned wine with confidence. In ancient Rome, people believed that mixing wine with honey and various herbs created a powerful antidote to poison. This mixture, famously known as Mithridatium, gained immense popularity across all social classes, from humble peasants to mighty emperors. The fascinating myth grew around King Mithridates VI, who allegedly consumed this potion daily to protect himself from assassins. According to legend, when an assassin attempted to poison him, he survived, which only cemented his status and increased the drink's fame among Romans. As tales of Mithridatium spread, so did the comforting belief that they could enjoy their wine without fear of hidden dangers. Picture a lively banquet in ancient Rome, where clinking glasses filled with this seemingly magical potion accompanied talks of politics and philosophy. People relished the night, feeling safe and invincible thanks to simple ingredients like honey and herbs. Isn't it intriguing how such practices shape their perceptions of health and safety, creating a sense of security in a world full of uncertainties? Ever thought about why this might amaze you? Indy 500 captivates millions. This legendary race, held annually at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, showcases the adrenaline-fueled thrill of motorsports. Dubbed the greatest spectacle in racing, the Indy 500 attracts over 300,000 spectators every Memorial Day weekend, eager to witness the high-speed drama unfold. The event isn't merely a race, it's a celebration packed with rich traditions, such as the ceremonial driving the pace car and the iconic rallying cry of, "Gentlemen, start your engines." Competitors traverse a grueling 500 miles, pushing their skills and machinery to the limits. Notable drivers, from AJ Foyt to Helio Castroneves, earn legendary status by clinching victory in this prestigious race. The atmosphere is electric, with fans experiencing the roar of engines and the thrill of competition firsthand. Tailgating and festivities enhance the vibrant scene, allowing attendees to soak up the excitement from morning until night. Each race creates unforgettable memories that bond fans, making the Indy 500 not just a race, but a cherished experience. Will you be part of this extraordinary tradition? Meet Esther the tennis robot, a game changer. Esther is a remarkable human-scale training robot specifically designed for playing tennis, and she represents a significant leap forward in the field of robotics. Imagine practicing your tennis skills with a partner who never gets tired. Esther is equipped with advanced sensors and algorithms that allow her to analyze a player's movements and adapt her responses, giving players real-time feedback to improve their game. This innovation could be a breakthrough for athletes looking to enhance their training without the need for a human partner. Esther serves balls at varying speeds and spins, mimicking the challenges faced in an actual match. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned player, Esther can help you refine your techniques. In a world where technology evolves every day, the introduction of robots like Esther illustrates how artificial intelligence can integrate seamlessly into sports training. Will we soon see more AI companions on the court? Have you ever wondered about Istanbul's unique geography? This fascinating city is special because it sits on two continents, Europe and Asia. Divided by the Bosphorus Strait, Istanbul offers a blend of cultures, traditions, and flavors from both sides. On one side, you can stroll through the vibrant neighborhoods of Europe, immersing yourself in its artsy atmosphere and historic landmarks like the majestic Hagia Sophia. Cross over to the Asian side and you'll discover a more relaxed vibe, with quaint streets and local markets that showcase the rich culinary scene. This geographical split not only shapes the city's skyline, but also influences its lifestyle and social dynamics. Istanbul is where the East meets the West, creating a unique fusion that attracts millions of tourists each year. Whether you're enjoying a ferry ride across the Bosphorus or sampling delicious street food, experiencing Istanbul is like walking through a living history book. So if you ever get the chance to visit, how will you explore this remarkable city that straddles two worlds? Hard to believe, but Scotland's national animal is a unicorn. This mythical creature, often associated with purity and power, perfectly encapsulates the spirit of Scotland. While many might expect a lion or eagle as a national symbol, the unicorn's unique history makes it a fitting emblem for this vibrant nation. Its roots trace back to the 15th century, when it first made an appearance on the royal coat of arms. In Scottish folklore, the unicorn is not just a gentle being. It's depicted as a fierce and untamed creature, symbolizing strength in the fight against oppression. As a result, it weaves a rich narrative through Scotland's cultural fabric, showing up in everything from art to literature. Modern festivals celebrating Scottish heritage often feature the unicorn, showcasing its continued relevance. Moreover, its ties to Celtic mythology add layers of magic and wonder to its story, inviting curiosity and admiration. So the next time you think of Scotland, don't just picture bagpipes and kilts. Remember the enchanting unicorn, a legendary creature proudly representing the nation. Did you know about Talladega Superspeedway's amazing design? This iconic NASCAR circuit is famous for its extreme 33-degree banking in the corners, which is designed to keep cars hugging the track at incredibly high speeds. Imagine zipping around the turns, almost as if you're glued to the asphalt. This steep incline allows drivers to maintain higher velocities without veering off the track, creating thrilling action for both the racers and the fans. It's not just about speed, though. The banking affects race strategy, too. Drivers can draft behind each other, taking advantage of aerodynamic efficiency to gain speed. This unique feature makes Talladega a favorite among fans who come to witness the heart-pounding excitement of high-speed racing. So next time you watch a NASCAR race, remember that the layout is not just a track, but a crucial element in the action-packed world of motorsports. Believe it or not, koalas have human-like fingerprints. This fascinating fact highlights how closely their unique prints resemble those of humans, so much so that it can confuse forensic experts. Imagine detectives puzzled by a crime scene, thinking human involvement is possible, only to discover that the real culprit is a koala. This unusual trait likely evolved to help koalas with their arboreal lifestyle, allowing them to grip and climb trees with ease. Koalas hold on to their eucalyptus trees for food and safety, and having fingerprints that enhance their ability to do so is a perfect example of convergent evolution. This phenomenon occurs when different species develop similar traits to adapt to similar environments, despite having different evolutionary backgrounds. In the case of koalas, their fingerprints are not just a quirky fact, but a beautiful reminder of how nature creatively solves problems. Next time you see a koala, think about how its impressive adaptations help it thrive in its habitat. Ever wonder who rules the Arctic? Polar bears are the undisputed kings of the cold. These magnificent creatures are the largest land predators on Earth, and they've mastered the frigid landscapes of the Arctic. With their thick, white fur that acts like a perfect insulator and a layer of blubber beneath their skin. Polar bears stay warm in temperatures that can drop well below freezing. They primarily hunt seals, using their powerful sense of smell to find breathing holes in the ice where these slippery meals come up for air. Speaking of ice, did you know that a single polar bear can weigh between 900 and 1,600 pounds? That's as much as some small cars. When they roam their icy territory, they can cover vast distances, sometimes over 30 miles in a day, searching for food or mates. Sadly, as climate change causes sea ice to melt, polar bears face increasing threats to their habitat and food supply. Understanding these incredible animals helps us appreciate not just their strength, but also the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystem, reminding us why we need to protect their icy home. Is it really true that UNIVAC I was the first computer? The UNIVAC I, developed in the early 1950s, holds the title of being the world's first commercial computer. Created by John Presper Eckert and John Mauchly, it was designed to handle large-scale data processing for businesses and government agencies. Imagine a machine that took up an entire room. The UNIVAC I was not just a scientific curiosity, it was a groundbreaking tool that could perform complex calculations faster than ever before. With its magnetic tape storage and ability to read data from punch cards, it revolutionized how information was processed and analyzed. The first UNIVAC I was sold to the U.S. Census Bureau, which used it to crunch the numbers from the 1950 census. This machine paved the way for the computers we rely on today, marking a significant milestone in technology. Its legacy continues to influence modern computing, reminding us that what started as a massive, room-sized machine has evolved into the powerful, portable devices we can't live without. How do you think computers will change in the future? Believe it or not, your body cools down to sleep. When you're drifting off, your body temperature begins to lower, which is an essential part of the sleep process. This clever mechanism helps conserve energy and signals to your brain that it's time to rest. The hypothalamus, a small region in your brain, plays a key role in this temperature drop. It orchestrates the release of sleep-inducing hormones that help you transition smoothly into slumber. This drop in temperature also aids in syncing your internal clock, which is important for maintaining a healthy sleep-wake cycle. That's why creating a comfortable, cool sleeping environment can improve your sleep quality. So next time you feel sleepy and cozy under the covers, remember that your body's natural cooling system is working hard to help you recharge and restore your energy for the day ahead. The terrifying truth about the bullet ant's sting. This might surprise you. The bullet ant, native to the jungles of South America, is infamous for its extremely painful sting, which many describe as feeling like being shot. Imagine stepping into the vibrant, buzzing ecosystem of the rainforest, only to encounter this tiny but formidable creature. When it stings, the pain it delivers is so intense that it has earned a spot on the Schmidt Sting Pain Index, a scale that rates the pain of insect stings. People who have been stung report a burning sensation that can last for hours, making it one of the most painful insect stings known. For indigenous tribes, the bullet ant sting is often used in initiation rituals, showcasing bravery and resilience. While its appearance is unassuming, with a shiny black body and long limbs, the bullet ant is a reminder of nature's surprising extremes. So if you ever find yourself wandering in South American jungles, keep an eye out. This little ant packs quite a punch. Here's something incredible about palm trees. Although many people think of palm trees as classic tropical trees, they are actually members of the grass family. That's right, these tall, swaying giants lack the woody growth that we typically associate with trees. Instead of having a solid trunk, palm trees feature a unique growth structure that allows them to develop those iconic tall and thick trunks we see swaying in warm breezes. Their flexibility helps them withstand fierce winds, bending without breaking. You can find palm trees in sandy beaches, city parks, and even some gardens around the world, bringing a touch of paradise to various landscapes. Did you know there are over 2,600 species of palms? Each type has its own special features, from the towering royal palm to the delicate lady palm. So next time you admire a palm tree, remember it's not just a beautiful sight, it's a fascinating member of the grass family. Did you know that gas giants are unlandable? These massive planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are unique in our solar system. Unlike Earth, they don't have solid surfaces to stand on. Instead, they're made up entirely of thick, swirling gases. Imagine trying to land on a giant balloon filled with air. No matter how hard you try, you just keep sinking. If explorers were to attempt a landing, they would find themselves plummeting into dense atmospheres. As they descend, the pressure would increase dramatically, crushing any spacecraft long before it reached the imaginary surface. This is why scientists focus on sending probes to study gas giants instead of trying to land on them. Probes like NASA's Juno orbit and gather data, revealing the mysteries of these giant worlds. Even though we can't land on them, understanding their composition and weather patterns across thousands of miles can teach us about the formation of our solar system. So while landing on gas giants may be a pipe dream, studying them opens up a universe of possibilities. What makes the mayfly's life cycle so fascinating? The mayfly, often called the ephemeral, holds the record for one of the shortest adult life cycles in the insect world. Some species live only a few hours as adults, which is a stark contrast to many other insects that enjoy weeks or even months of life. This incredible speed of life is part of a clever survival strategy. After emerging from the water, where they spend most of their lives as nymphs, mayflies burst into the air for a brief, frenzied mating period. During this time, they focus on reproduction, ensuring that their species continues despite their short lives. Interestingly, after mating, they often die within just hours. This might sound sad, but it's actually nature's way of maximizing their chances for survival through speedy reproduction. The rapid and intense life of the mayfly is a unique reminder of how diverse life on Earth can be and how different strategies can ensure the persistence of species. Isn't it remarkable how such a tiny creature can have such a significant role in its ecosystem? Did you know Arabic is written from right to left? This intriguing characteristic sets Arabic apart from many other languages. When you pick up a book or a newspaper in Arabic, you'll notice that the letters flow in the opposite direction compared to English and most other languages. Both handwritten and printed Arabic maintain this right-to-left orientation, which can be quite surprising for those used to reading from left to right. Interestingly, while Arabic text moves rightward, Arabic numerals, like those we commonly use, are still written left to right. This blend of orientations can create a unique visual experience. The right-to-left writing system is not just a quirk. It is rooted in the history of the Arabian Peninsula, where ancient scripts influenced the development of modern Arabic. It's fascinating how this aspect of language reflects cultural nuances, and understanding it opens up a deeper appreciation for the beauty and complexity of Arabic. Why do you think different cultures adopt such unique writing systems? Did you know that a sculpture stretched 820 feet long? In 2007, an extraordinary masterpiece was recognized by the Guinness World Records for its impressive size. This incredible sculpture, named the Great Wall of China, a sculpture worthy of the title, spanned an astonishing 820 feet. Created by a talented group of artists, this unique piece wasn't just about size. It told a captivating story of culture and history woven through art. Made from a mix of materials, including clay and metal, the sculpture captivated viewers with intricate details that reflected ancient Chinese traditions. Imagine walking by such an enormous work of art, where every tiny feature is a window into another world. This record-breaking achievement highlights what creativity can accomplish when inspired by history, making us wonder what other amazing feats will be forever immortalized in the Guinness World Records. Is it really true about Norway's famous snow mass? This stunning snow mass, perched between two hills at an incredible height of 3,000 feet, has captured the hearts and cameras of visitors from around the globe. Nestled in the breathtaking Norwegian mountains, this natural wonder draws tourists eager to experience its unique beauty and snap awe-inspiring photographs. Tourists journey from far and wide, mesmerized by the sight of gleaming white snow carefully balanced on the hills, creating a picturesque backdrop for countless adventures and memories. As you approach this majestic sight, the crisp mountain air and serene surroundings offer a refreshing escape from the hustle and bustle of daily life. Whether you're hiking nearby trails or simply enjoying the view, the atmosphere is filled with excitement and wonder. The snow mass not only showcases the beauty of nature, but also sparks curiosity about how such a formation could endure between two hills for so long. So, what makes this snow mass a must-see destination for photographers and nature lovers alike? Guess what really drives long-legged spiders' benefits? Focus phalangoids, or long-legged spiders, might look a bit creepy with their long limbs, but they are surprisingly harmless to humans. These fascinating little creatures actually help maintain a balance in nature by controlling the populations of other spiders, including some that can be dangerous to us. As they scurry around, they feast on smaller spider species that might otherwise proliferate unchecked, creating a safer environment. So next time you spot a long-legged spider, remember that it's not out to get you. Instead, it's doing its part to keep the ecosystem healthy. Their role as natural pest controllers is crucial, especially in gardens and homes where they help reduce the numbers of unwanted spider visitors. By simply existing, they contribute to a more balanced ecosystem and help protect us from more harmful spiders that could invade our spaces. Embracing these little champions could change how we see spiders and remind us of the essential roles every creature plays in our world. Have you ever wondered about paracetamol dangers for dogs? This common pain reliever, often taken by humans for headaches or minor aches, can be highly toxic for our furry friends. Dogs process medications differently than we do, causing paracetamol to reach dangerous levels in their systems. When a dog ingests paracetamol, it can lead to symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, lethargy, and loss of appetite. In severe cases, this can even result in liver failure or death. It's important for pet owners to be aware that while it may seem harmless, giving your dog paracetamol can have dire consequences. If you suspect your dog has ingested this drug, seek veterinary help immediately. Always consult your veterinarian before giving any medication and look for safer alternatives designed specifically for dogs to keep them healthy and safe. Can you picture Prince's creative sanctuary in Minnesota? Paisley Park, located in Chanhassen, Minnesota, was not just a home for the legendary musician Prince. It was also his personal recording studio. This vibrant complex, filled with the essence of Prince's artistry, became a place where he crafted some of his most iconic music. After Prince's untimely death in 2016, Paisley Park was preserved as a tribute to his incredible legacy. Fans from around the world can now visit this unique space, which offers a glimpse into his life and creative process. Walking through the halls, you can feel the energy of the music that once flowed there, as well as see his collection of awards, costumes, and rare memorabilia. Guided tours allow visitors to experience the magic firsthand, walking in the very rooms where hits like Purple Rain were brought to life. As a celebration of his impact on music and culture, Paisley Park stands as a beacon of inspiration, reminding us of Prince's extraordinary contributions. Isn't it fascinating how a place can hold so much history and artistry? Why did Charles Lindbergh become Time's first Man of the Year? In 1927, Charles Lindbergh soared to fame as the first person to be honored as Time magazine's Man of the Year, thanks to his incredible achievement in aviation. After completing the first solo nonstop flight across the Atlantic Ocean in his custom-built aircraft, the Spirit of St. Louis, Lindbergh captured the world's imagination. The journey from New York to Paris took over 33 hours, during which he overcame various challenges, including fatigue and weather conditions. His success made him a global hero, inspiring many to take to the skies. Following this milestone, Time magazine decided to continue honoring influential figures annually, highlighting their impacts on society. Lindbergh's groundbreaking flight didn't just change his life, it also changed how we celebrate extraordinary accomplishments in our world. Here's something incredible about mountain climbing. Recently, a family achieved an extraordinary feat by reaching the summit of a mountain from the Tibetan side, showcasing the spirit of adventure and teamwork. Climbing this majestic mountain not only requires strength and determination, but it also involves navigating challenges with the help of experienced Sherpa guides who know the terrain like the back of their hand. Interestingly, if you're considering such an exhilarating adventure in Nepal, you need to be at least 16 years old, which adds a unique twist to climbing dynamics. It highlights the importance of youth and family participation in high-altitude adventures. This requirement also encourages safety and responsible exploration of the majestic Himalayas. So whether you're a seasoned climber or a fascinated dreamer, the mountains hold stories waiting to be discovered and limits waiting to be pushed. You might be surprised by your sleep time. Did you know that, on average, it takes about 7 minutes for a person to fall asleep? This might seem quick, but the exact time can vary greatly depending on a few key factors. For instance, stress levels are a major player. If your mind is racing with worries or plans, it might take longer to drift off. Comfort also matters. Your pillow, mattress, and overall sleeping environment significantly contribute to how quickly you can snooze. Individual sleeping habits play a role too. Some people have consistent nighttime routines that help signal their bodies when it's time to sleep, leading to a faster transition into dreamland. Others might struggle with irregular schedules or late-night screens, which can extend the time it takes to fall asleep. Next time you're lying in bed, consider what factors might be influencing your sleep time. Are you cozy enough? Is your mind at ease? Small changes can make a big difference in how quickly you find rest. Here's a wild fact about koala and social issues. The concept of koala is all about tackling human problems and making our world a better place. It emphasizes the importance of addressing social issues that affect people's lives daily. Imagine a community working together to find solutions to problems like poverty, education, and healthcare. Koala inspires this kind of collaboration. By putting a spotlight on these challenges, Koala encourages everyone to get involved, whether through volunteering, raising awareness, or supporting local initiatives. It's a reminder that collective action can lead to significant change. Plus, Koala promotes innovative thinking, urging us to find creative solutions that aren't just band-aid fixes but rather address the root causes of problems. This approach can empower individuals and communities alike, allowing everyone to have a voice in shaping their futures. Surely, understanding koala can inspire us to look beyond ourselves and think about the greater good. Let's embrace the challenge. Why exactly does a guide horse offer independence? Guide horses, specially trained for mobility assistance, serve as a fantastic alternative for blind individuals who may prefer not to use a guide dog or have allergies. These remarkable animals, often miniature horses, possess the strength and intelligence to help their owners navigate their surroundings confidently. Each guide horse undergoes rigorous training to learn skills such as stopping at curbs, avoiding obstacles, and responding to commands. Aside from their impressive abilities, guide horses also have a calm demeanor, which makes them reassuring companions. Plus, they can live for 25 to 30 years, offering long-term support. Unlike guide dogs, horses can often be housed outdoors, making them a versatile choice for people with different lifestyles. As people look for more personalized assistance options, guide horses are becoming a popular choice. Isn't it inspiring to see how these intelligent animals can promote independence and confidence? What if I told you avocados are berries? This surprising classification comes from how berries develop from a single flower, which is why many fruits we think of as distinct are actually categorized as berries. Common examples include bananas, watermelons, and even pumpkins. Under the botanical definition, a berry is a fleshy fruit produced from a single ovary and typically contains seeds embedded in the flesh. This means that the next time you enjoy a refreshing smoothie made with bananas and avocados, you're indulging in a blend of berries. It's a fascinating twist that highlights how nature groups different plants based on their biological characteristics rather than our everyday perceptions. So the next time someone asks if you like berries, feel free to mention your love for avocados and bananas. They're not just delicious, they're berries too. Have you ever smelled the scent of old books? A remarkable team of scientists took a creative leap to capture this beloved aroma in a perfume named Paper Passion. This unique fragrance simulates the delightful scent of aging paper, ink, and bindings, transporting wearers into a world brimming with history and stories. The team meticulously researched the specific compounds found in classic books to create a blend that evokes nostalgia and warmth. Imagine walking into an ancient library where the pages of countless tales whisper their stories to you. With Paper Passion, fans of literature can enjoy this comforting scent in their daily lives, whether they're browsing a bookstore or relaxing at home. The idea of wearing a fragrance inspired by books not only appeals to our sense of smell, but also sparks curiosity about the stories hidden within our favorite novels. This innovative perfume serves as a wonderful reminder of our connection to literature and the rich experiences that come along with reading. Isn't it exciting to think about wearing a fragrance that tells a story? Hard to believe, but Austria has a stairway to heaven. Nestled within the breathtaking landscapes of Austria, the stunning stairway known as the Proto-Donner Kogel draws adventurous souls seeking a thrill. This unique climbing route is part of the Via Ferrata, a beloved series of protected climbing paths that allow people to experience the great outdoors safely. Perched 700 meters above a dramatic abyss, the stairway offers climbers exhilarating views and a rush of adrenaline. Each step up the stairway feels like a journey into the sky, where the sense of achievement grows with every elevation. Whether you're an experienced climber or just looking for a beautiful spot to hike, the Proto-Donner Kogel provides incredible opportunities to connect with nature. So, are you ready to take on the challenge and walk this stairway to heaven? Most people don't know this, but he was a saint. Choosing to live as a beggar, Dobry collected money not for himself, but to donate to those in need, including charities, orphanages, and churches. This remarkable man, who hailed from Bulgaria, believed that true happiness comes from helping others, and his selfless actions made a profound impact on his community. Often seen wandering the streets, Dobry wore tattered clothes but carried a heart filled with love. Instead of seeking wealth or comfort, he chose to reside in a simple church annex during his last days, further emphasizing his commitment to his faith and service. His story inspires many to reflect on how they can help those around them. Are you ready to make a difference like Dobry did? Have you ever wondered why people rush to spend cash? In Yugoslavia during the 1990s, hyperinflation was so extreme that it transformed everyday life. Imagine going to work and receiving your pay twice in a single day. This was the reality for many workers who desperately tried to keep their earnings from losing value within hours. Prices soared at an alarming rate, meaning that money in the morning could purchase far less by evening. As a result, employees hurried to local shops immediately after receiving their wages, buying groceries or essential items before their cash would shrink in value. The atmosphere in cities was charged with urgency as people raced against time to secure their needs. This bizarre economic situation highlighted the dramatic effects of hyperinflation and the unprecedented challenges it posed to everyday life in Yugoslavia during that tumultuous decade. Let's explore the fascinating world of diplomacy. The title of Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary holds the highest diplomatic rank, a position that sounds almost magical but is very real. Ambassadors play a critical role in managing relationships between countries, often acting as the official representatives of their home government. With this prestigious title, they possess significant authority to negotiate treaties, engage in discussions, and represent their nation's interests abroad. Imagine living in a foreign country where your job is to foster peace and collaboration. These ambassadors not only navigate complex political landscapes, but also address cultural differences to build bridges between nations. They often participate in high-stakes meetings where every word carries weight. The responsibilities can be immense as they work to safeguard their country's citizens overseas while promoting trade and cultural exchange. Being an ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary is a demanding yet rewarding career, shaping international relations for a more connected world. What do you find most intriguing about this role? Taste the magic of Lathiporous mushrooms. This wild mushroom holds a delightful surprise for food lovers. It tastes strikingly like fried chicken. Yes, you heard that right. Lathiporous, often overlooked in the culinary world, offers a flavor profile so rich and savory that it could easily fool even the most devoted meat enthusiasts. Imagine biting into a delicious, crispy dish that satisfies your cravings without any animal products. With more people turning to plant-based diets, Lathiporous could become a shining star on the menu of a future fast food restaurant dedicated to natural ingredients. Beyond its flavor, this remarkable fungus also packs nutritional benefits and could inspire a whole new wave of comfort food for vegans and vegetarians. Is it time to give Lathiporous the spotlight it deserves in our kitchens? This might surprise you. The first surat changed communication. The surat, a remarkable form of written correspondence, played a crucial role in the evolution of communication. Originating in ancient India, Surat allowed people to send messages across distances, marking a significant milestone in how humans interacted. Before Surat, communication was limited to face-to-face conversations or primitive symbols. By introducing a more sophisticated method of writing, Surat not only improved exchanges within communities but also laid the groundwork for future writing systems. Imagine a world where letters connected friends, families, and traders, facilitating relationships despite physical distances. The simplicity yet effectiveness of Surat paved the way for various forms of written communication we rely on today, from emails to text messages. Isn't it fascinating how this ancient practice influenced our modern lives? Did you know immigrants drive tech innovation? Despite making up only 4% of the global population, immigrants are responsible for a remarkable 20% of the world's technology founders. This striking statistic highlights how diverse backgrounds can fuel creativity and fresh ideas in the tech industry. When individuals from various cultures come together, they bring different perspectives and experiences, which often leads to innovative solutions and unique products. For example, think about major tech companies founded by immigrants, like Google and Intel. Their success showcases the immense potential that diverse viewpoints can add to business and technology. As our world becomes increasingly interconnected, celebrating and fostering this kind of diversity becomes essential for continuing to drive innovation. So next time you hear about a new tech startup, remember that it might just be shaped by the rich experiences and ideas of an immigrant founder. Prepare to be amazed by Picasso's artistic genius. Did you know that Pablo Picasso created over 50,000 works of art in his impressive lifetime? This remarkable Spanish painter, sculptor, and printmaker dived into almost every medium you can think of, including paintings, drawings, sculptures, ceramics, and prints. His creativity didn't just shine in one style. He constantly experimented with different techniques and forms, which makes him a pivotal figure in modern art. From the iconic blue and rose periods to his groundbreaking contributions to Cubism, Picasso's work reflects not just his personal evolution, but also the broader trends of 20th century art. His ability to innovate and redefine what art could be is what sets him apart. So whether you're gazing at a vivid painting or a striking sculpture, you're experiencing the extraordinary legacy of Picasso, a true master of artistic expression. What if I told you Lincoln was a wrestling champion? Abraham Lincoln, often remembered for his leadership during the Civil War, was also a formidable wrestler in his younger days. Standing at an impressive 6 feet 4 inches tall, Lincoln participated in around 300 matches, boasting an unbelievable record with just one loss. This remarkable achievement took place in New Salem, Illinois, where he earned a stellar reputation as an elite fighter. Even though it might seem surprising today, wrestling was quite popular during the 19th century, and Lincoln's skills in the ring helped him carve a niche among his peers. His strength and agility not only showcased his physical prowess, but also contributed to his leadership qualities. Can you imagine the future president grappling with opponents in the ring? Lincoln's wrestling legacy is honored in the Wrestling Hall of Fame, reminding us that even the greatest leaders had their strengths outside the political arena. Let's uncover the truth about Vivid Sydney. This amazing annual event transforms the city into a dazzling wonderland of light and color. From late May to mid-June, Sydney's iconic landmarks, such as the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge, become the canvas for spectacular light artworks. Artists and designers from around the world come together to showcase their creativity, projecting stunning images and animations that dance across the cityscape. Visitors, both local and from faraway places, stroll through vivid installations while enjoying music and live performances, adding to the festival's magical atmosphere. As night falls, the streets are filled with people captivated by this unique experience, making it one of Australia's most awaited events each year. Have you ever experienced a festival that combines art, technology, and community like this? Believe it or not, Frankenstein's monster is a vegetarian. In Mary Shelley's classic novel Frankenstein, the creature exhibits surprising dietary preferences that set it apart from the typical terrifying image of a flesh-eating monster. Instead of craving human flesh, the monster favors plant-based foods, showcasing its unique character and emotional depth. This choice highlights its longing for connection and a semblance of normality in a world that views it as a horrific being. As the creature observes the de Lacy family, it learns to appreciate their simple joys, like sharing meals and enjoying nature. This vegetarianism prompts readers to reconsider the monster's role, transforming it from a purely evil figure into a complex being seeking love and acceptance. Shelley's portrayal challenges stereotypes and forces us to think about how we judge both others and ourselves. Isn't it fascinating how a simple diet can reveal so much about a character's inner struggles? Is it really true that loss hurts more than gain? Recent psychological research reveals an intriguing truth. People often feel more motivated to avoid losses than to seek out gains. This fascinating behavior is known as loss aversion. In fact, the emotional pain of losing something can be about twice as intense as the joy of gaining something of equal value. Imagine you lose $100. The discomfort from that loss can overshadow the happiness you'd feel from winning $100 in a lottery. This powerful instinct stems from our evolutionary history, where our ancestors had to be wary of dangers, such as losing food or safety. As a result, avoiding potential losses becomes a priority for many individuals. This mindset can be seen in various aspects of life, from financial decisions to personal relationships. People may hold on to unproductive jobs or relationships just to avoid the fear of change or loss. Understanding this phenomenon can help us make better decisions and recognize our biases, ultimately leading to healthier choices in our everyday lives. Here's a wild fact about Tintin in Belgium. Tintin, the intrepid young reporter created by Hergé, isn't just a beloved comic character. He's a significant cultural icon in Belgium. First appearing in the late 1920s, Tintin has become a symbol of exploration, adventure, and the quest for truth. As readers follow Tintin and his trusty dog Snowy on thrilling escapades across the globe, they encounter diverse cultures and challenges, all while learning about friendship and bravery. Tintin's influence extends beyond the pages of comic books. Exhibitions celebrating his adventures often attract thousands of fans each year. Museums even display original artwork, enticing both locals and tourists to engage with the comic's rich history. In Belgium, you'll find Tintin merchandise, themed cafes, and even life-size statues, making him a vital part of the country's identity. Hergé's meticulous storytelling and illustrations have inspired generations, encouraging curiosity and a love for learning. So next time you think of travel and adventure, remember how Tintin represents the spirit of Belgium? Is it really true that siblings fought abuse in 1599? In that year, Beatrice Cenci and her brothers took a tragic yet courageous stand against their abusive father in Rome. The Cenci children, suffering under his violent behavior, felt desperate enough to take matters into their own hands. Their act of resistance captured the attention and sympathy of the public, who largely supported their plight against domestic violence. However, the authorities responded harshly, condemning the young Cenci siblings to a brutal execution. Beatrice's 12-year-old brother endured an especially horrifying fate, being forced to witness the execution and later sentenced to serve in the galleys. This tragic story highlights the complex dynamics of abuse, societal empathy, and justice during a time when the voices of children were often silenced. What led the community to support such a drastic act? You might be shocked to learn that Eisenhower missed a big event. In 1944, Dwight D. Eisenhower, who would later become President of the United States, faced a tough choice when he couldn't attend his son John's graduation from the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. At the time, he was deeply engaged in the critical task of leading the Allied invasion of Europe, a monumental effort that would change the course of World War II. Ironically, June 6, 1944, was not just any day, it was D-Day, when thousands of Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy to reclaim Europe from Nazi control. While Eisenhower was busy planning strategies to secure a victory for freedom, his son celebrated a major milestone. This poignant moment reveals the sacrifices many leaders make during wartime, balancing their personal lives with immense responsibilities that shape history. How do you think such choices affect family ties? Hard to believe, but we haven't returned to the moon. It has been over 50 years since astronauts last set foot on the lunar surface during the Apollo 17 mission in 1972. This significant gap highlights how lunar landings have shifted from exciting adventures to a fascinating chapter in history. Once a bustling site of exploration, the moon now feels like a distant dream, as plans for a return have often been stalled by budget constraints and shifting priorities. While we have sent robots and probes to study our nearest neighbor, the excitement of human exploration seems to be on the verge of a revival. NASA's Artemis program aims to return astronauts to the moon in the coming years, igniting visions of lunar bases and new scientific discoveries. With renewed interest in the moon, can we expect to see humans walking on its surface again soon? Here's a wild fact about coin ridges. Did you know that the number of ridges on U.S. coins varies significantly? A dime has 118 ridges on its edge, which might seem like a small detail, but it plays a crucial role in how coins feel and function. Interestingly, a quarter has one more ridge than a dime, totaling 119. If you think that's surprising, wait until you hear about the half dollar, which features 150 ridges. But the real standout is the dollar coin, boasting an impressive 198 ridges. These little grooves, or ridges known as reading, help prevent counterfeiting and make it easier for folks to identify the coins just by touch. Coin collectors and casual users alike appreciate these fine details, proving that even the smallest features add up to a unique experience with our currency. Ever noticed those ridges before? Did you know about Sweden's unique childbirth policy? In Sweden, the law requires fathers to be present and actively involved during childbirth, ensuring they stay informed throughout the entire process. This means fathers often participate in childbirth classes well in advance, learning about everything from prenatal care to the stages of labor. The emphasis on continuous enlightenment creates a strong bond between parents and helps fathers understand their role in both delivery and early parenting. Swedish culture values equal parenting responsibilities, making this approach not just beneficial for mothers, but also empowering for dads. Imagine the support and encouragement a new mother feels when her partner is right there by her side, fully informed and engaged. This commitment to shared experiences continues after childbirth, as fathers often take paternity leave to foster a deeper connection with their newborns. Sweden's focus on educating fathers helps them adjust to parenthood quickly and effectively, setting the stage for a nurturing family environment. How do you think this affects new families in other countries? Have you ever wondered where all that dust comes from? It turns out that dust in our homes has a surprising source: our own bodies. The process of shedding skin is completely natural and happens all the time. Our skin, specifically the outer layer called the epidermis, constantly renews itself. In fact, we lose millions of tiny skin cells every day without even realizing it. These dead skin cells become part of the dust that settles on furniture, floors, and surfaces in our living spaces. You might not think about it, but a significant portion of household dust is simply made up of these skin flakes. This means that maintaining a clean home involves regular dusting and vacuuming to manage the accumulation of this natural debris. So next time you see dust bunnies hiding in the corners, remember that you're sharing your space with a little piece of yourself. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies contribute to the tiny particles floating around us? Swimwear technology transformed racing. Did you know that? By the early 2000s, innovative designs in competitive swimwear changed the game for athletes around the world. These high-tech suits were crafted with advanced materials that reduce drag and improve buoyancy, allowing swimmers to glide through the water with incredible speed and efficiency. Many of these suits featured a unique combination of hydrophobic materials and streamlined shapes that hugged the body closely, minimizing resistance. This leap in technology led to an astonishing surge in world records, with many swimmers breaking previous times by fractions of a second, showcasing just how much gear can impact performance. Notably, at the 2008 Beijing Olympics, numerous records fell as swimmers donned these cutting-edge suits, raising questions about fairness and regulations in the sport. The debate over whether such enhancements compromise the spirit of competition continues to this day. Still, There's no doubt that swimwear advancements reshaped the landscape of competitive swimming, underscoring how technology can push the limits of human performance. What's next for sports gear innovation? Can you believe Turkmenistan had a superhero ruler? Sapa Murat Niyazov, who led the country from the 1980s until 2006, took self-promotion to incredible heights. He declared himself president for life and transformed the nation into what felt like a comic book story. Niyazov not only ruled with an iron fist but also named roads, libraries, and even the month of January after himself. This cult-like devotion to his own image often overshadowed the needs of his people. His quirky reign included bizarre policies, such as prohibiting the use of gold teeth and banning ballet. Niyazov's personality cult made headlines worldwide as he embraced an extravagant lifestyle while the country faced economic hardships. His eccentricity and self-aggrandizing measures painted a colorful yet controversial portrait of leadership. Isn't it fascinating how one man can create such a broader-than-life legacy? Guess what really drives the goblin shark's hunting prowess? The goblin shark is a fascinating deep-sea creature, well known for its unique protractile jaw. This special jaw can extend far out in front of the shark, allowing it to snatch prey from a notable distance. Imagine being able to reach for your snack without having to move closer. This is exactly how the goblin shark hunts. It's perfectly adapted for catching fish and squid that swim by. When a potential meal swims too close, the goblin shark's jaw shoots forward, almost like a slingshot, surprising its unsuspecting victim. This extraordinary hunting method showcases not just the goblin shark's efficiency, but also how nature creates incredible adaptations to survive in the mysterious depths of the ocean. Have you ever heard of any other animals with such unique hunting skills? You won't believe this about the first stock market. In 1602, the Dutch East India Company established the very first stock market, changing how people trade forever. This groundbreaking idea not only opened avenues for investment, but also set the stage for modern economics. As investors jumped into the game, the chase for quick profits led to the infamous tulip mania of the 1630s. At that time, tulip bulb prices skyrocketed, with some bulbs fetching the same price as a house. Unfortunately, when the tulip bubble burst, many investors faced financial ruin, illustrating the risky nature of speculative trading. The rise and fall of tulip prices serve as a crucial lesson in the world of finance, highlighting how excitement can fuel markets but also lead to instability. So the story of this early market isn't just about profits. It's a vivid reminder of the risks and rewards that come with investing.